Hi, my name is Morten, and in this video I will show you how you can enable nice URLs on your website. This video is part of the Ucommerce Academy. To demonstrate this, I will be using my Ucommerce masterclass on Umbraco, but please notice that this method that I'm going to use applies to all the different integrations Ucommerce has with any CMS. So if you're not using Umbraco, this is useful for you as well. If you haven't followed our free self-paced masterclass training with your favorite CMS yet, I highly encourage you to do so. Otherwise, please keep watching. Alright, here I have my masterclass solution on Umbraco, which is pre-implemented and works just fine. I have the ability to do anything from browse to do the checkout. With the masterclass training, we hard code the URLs for our categories and for our products for the actual product page and category page that will be shown in the CMS. It looks like this. When I navigate to formal, I will be presented with the category page. But these are not nice URLs. These points to a specific page and has a query-string parameter that resembles the category ID that we want to show. If you remember from the catalog context, if you have done the free training, the catalog context will be responsible for figuring out what are we looking at right now. To do that, query-string parameters will be put in place, but they're not very nice, so we need to fix that. We can do that with the nice URLs and URL rewriting on top. And that's what I'm going to show you. Here we have the category page and we have the product page enabled here as well. Both of the URLs points to /category and /product and has the query-string parameter in the end that figures out what we're looking at. So let's try to do a little fix for this. Let's take a look at my content structure within Umbraco. In here we can see that I have two root nodes. I have home and I have store. My category page and my product page underneath the masterclass, I have created is placed here, /category and /product. So those are the two pages that I want to use when nice URLs are put in place. But let's use the APIs to do it in the first place. I will find my partial view controller, which is the one that are responsible for writing out the category navigation. In my code, I have here on line 29 outcommented what the URL should be using Ucommerce API catalog library.get nice URL for category. It takes in the category that I want to render a page for. And down here on line 30, I navigate to a hard-coded URL that are not CEO friendly. So I will outcomment that. The same thing goes for my category controller where I display the individual products. Again, on line 38, I navigate to a hard-coded URL. So we want to outcomment this. And then we want to use the proper API, which is Ucommerce API catalog library get nice URL for product. In this case, I can take in a category and a product. So I will put in my product as the first part here. And I can choose to leave the category blank if I don't want the URL parts for that. I don't want to do that. I want to append this as well. So I take in my category in my method here as well. This is just boilerplate code, nothing special. So here I call map products. And I want to take in current category as well, like this. So I will pass that to my top level API. And then I am going to build my solution. There we go, and then we need to refresh the page. Let's go to the same product page again. There we go. So if we take a closer look on the URL that will be used now, we can see in the bottom that it points to /demostore/top/formal C-24 and C-70. But if we click the link, we will go to somewhere else. In fact, we will be taken to the master site, which is Avenue Clothing in this case. And that's because when you install Avenue Clothing on top of your CMS and on top of Ucommerce, the URL rewrites that will take us to this page has already been put in place. So this points us to the wrong place. So let's try to fix that. To do that, I need to go to web config where the URL rewrites are installed. This is on my Umbraco installation that I'm running the Avenue Clothing and demo masterclass solution on. And somewhere along web config we will need to find a section here called rewrites. And this is standard ASP.NET rewrite rules that we can put in, and that will rewrite the pages for us. So nothing fancy here. We have 4 rules enabled, and what you need to do is that you need to create regex that matches a certain URL that will then be rewritten to the internal page. The internal page that are being used is actually the URLs that we have been using in the masterclass solution so far, where we hardcode the .aspx and the curve string parameters. In this case, we can do regex that matches a URL and then rewrites them using wildcards as well. So what we can see is that the 4 pages here points to catalog/product, catalog/product, catalog, and catalog. And if we go into our Umbraco backend, we can actually see, if we go to the product page, that it points to /catalog/product, and here just to /catalog. What we want is, we want the page to rewrite to /category and /product, which are our masterclass pages that we have been creating. So let's fix this. We have one here called default category product rewrite, which is the match that are the most greedy, which means that we want to point to /product, and we don't want ASPX in here because it's not needed. And what it will give us is a URL that is /product and has the 3 curve string parameters that points to the catalog context objects that we want to resolve. And we have different rules for this. One that takes the catalog and the category and the product, and one that just takes the product. And in here we want to redirect to /category. Same thing goes down here. And all I have to do now is save web config and refresh my pages. So what we should see in a few seconds when it's up and running again is that we will no longer hit the Avenue Clothing pages, but we will hit category and product. And my page has refreshed. So, here we can actually see /demostore tops formal C24 C70 gives us now the masterclass layout, which means that it is actually resolving the right page. And for my product page, we also see that we are hitting the masterclass product page that we created. And this is essentially all you need to do to make this work. And this works across all the CMSs. So this doesn't only work for Umbraco. Your job is to figure out what your content structure is, where do you want your category and product pages to be placed at, find the URLs for those, and then match the rewrite rules that you can find in the demo store solution and match them up with the same regexes, and then rewrite the actual URL to the category and product page that you prefer. And that's actually all. Before we end, let's do a quick summary of what we took a look at. So mainly we actually only had to do 3 things in order to make this work. First, we need to change the hard-coded URL that points to the page that I wanted that are not SEO friendly to use Ucommerce API catalog library.get nice URL for product and for a category. We had to figure out the content structure we want. In this case, we had reused the one from our masterclass solution, but essentially we have total freedom to figure out what the URL for our category and product page internally in the CMS should be. And then we had to change the rewrite rules under web config to match that content structure. Ucommerce and the catalog context will automatically figure out what we are looking at based on the query string parameters. Those are being rewritten by the rewrite rules that we have, so the URL that the user is looking at is a SEO-friendly URL, whereas the internal URL actually points to the content structure with the query string parameters. And that's all we had to do. So now you can go ahead and enable nice URLs for your own website. And that's it. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you in the next video in the Ucommerce Academy. Bye.